Protein comes from plant sources as well as animal ones. In fact, every plant we eat has at least a little bit of protein in it, and some have a lot, like beans. Beans also have some health benefits that meats don't. Beans have no cholesterol and very little fat, and they're high in minerals and fiber. And because they digest slowly, adding beans to your diet can help keep you feeling full longer. So let's get started with making my favorite down-home Southern classic, red beans and rice. And along with it, we're going to boil up some corn on the cob. All right, so first let's get the rice going. You want to use long grain rice for this recipe. Now I've already got my water boiling. So go ahead and add that here. All right. Individual grains of long grain rice are not only longer than short grain rice before they're cooked, they actually grow longer after they're cooked, rather than growing wider. That's why long grain rice isn't as sticky as short grain. Long grain rice varieties include Basmati, Texmati, Carolina, and Jasmine. They are all available in brown and white. Brown rice is nutritionally better, so we're going to use that today. And to make it, I'm simply following the instructions on the bag. Once you've got the rice going, fill a large pan with water and start heating it up for the corn. Now for the beans. I've got my green onions already sliced. They're also known as scallions, but if you prefer, you can use thinly sliced white or yellow onions instead. You want to heat just 2 teaspoons of olive oil in a large skillet. That's when you're going to add your sliced green onions. And you're just going to cook those for about 2 minutes. While that's going, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic from a jar. Just like that. You want to get it all in there. I love garlic. Okay, if you want to use fresh garlic, you can. The equivalent amount would be 4 small cloves, chopped very finely. So just give it a stir. Looks like we're ready for the beans. I have here 1½ cups of cooked red beans. That's the equivalent of 1 15-ounce can of red beans, rinsed and drained. If you're using canned beans though, just make sure you buy the low salt kind. You can use a different kind of bean if you prefer. Kidney beans would be the closest to red beans. But you can use black beans, pinto, or black-eyed peas. All beans have the nutritional qualities that I was talking about earlier. But of all beans, red beans have the highest amount of antioxidants, which helps keep us healthy. Kidney beans are a close second. All right, let's spice things up with some salt-free Cajun seasoning. I'm simply going to add a ½ teaspoon. You can add a little more if you like. It's just a half. If you really want to make it hot, but we're just going to do a half for now. And then you want to add some freshly ground black pepper. Just a little bit should do. Perfect. This smells amazing. Okay, you want to cook the beans until they're nice and hot. Give them a stir just occasionally. It should take about, 4 or 5 minutes. I think we are now ready to shuck some corn. It's real simple. All you need to do is hold the bottom of the corn and start peeling away the outer leaves. Like so. Use those muscles. Once you get to the bottom, you just snap off the base. You're going to want to throw all of that away. Now you're going to have some of these little corn silks, and these are really easy to get rid of just by rinsing them under the water. All right, all done. They are now ready to get it into the water. Cover the pot and cook the corn for about 5 minutes. Perfect. All right, our rice is cooked and it's ready to be mixed in with the beans. And there you have it, red beans and rice with corn on the cob. A meatless meal with a lot of appeal.